Hello everyone, welcome to my channel again. I am Reichel721, and I am going to be starting a Skyrim playthrough for you guys. So let me first just figure out where I need to be. Alright, so as you can see here, I have something set up, but that's already been used, so I'm going to go with that. Because I don't really want to go through the entire intro process. If you want to see the intro process, go ahead and check out another channel, or just tell me and I can show you guys what it looks like. But I've already seen it many times, and it's kind of annoying having to wait about 5 minutes for the purpose of knowing how you got to where you are, and it doesn't really explain that much. It's just like a little thing like, hey, this is Skyrim, you've been captured.
I'm not a rebel. You can't do this. Halt! You're not gonna kill me. Archers!
Now here's the most iconic line.
Anyone else feel like running?
Wait. You there. Step forward.
Can't really hear, so I'm gonna turn that up a little bit.
Who are you?
Alrighty, so I am gonna be a Nord. Where am I? Yeah, I'm gonna be a Nord. Not really gonna change a whole lot. I'm gonna choose a preset and keep it there. Yeah, I'll go for that one. I don't do a whole lot with characters, with changing up the characters at all. Just not really into that whole thing, so. We're gonna go and call it, let's just call him Raziel, because why not?
You picked a bad time to come home to Skyrim, kinsman. Captain, what should we do? He's not on the list.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
By your orders, Captain. I'm sorry. At least you'll die here, in your homeland. Follow the captain, prisoner.
We still have to deal with this portion of the intro, but at least this part is more interesting than the regular intro.
Like the voice to murder his king and usurp his throne.
Than the whole thing.
Started this war, plunged Skyrim into chaos, and now the Empire is going to put you down and restore the peace.
What was that?
Hey, it's
Carry on.
Dad is calling.
Woohoo!
As you guys will soon find out, we are Dragonborn. So we're gonna have a dragon come by. So that really means that basically Dad is calling.
As you wish.
Come on! I haven't got all morning.
Hey, and here's a pretty gruesome scene. If you don't want to see it, then just look away. Oh, look, blood.
You Imperial bastards!
Justice!
Death to the Stormcloaks!
As fearless in death as he was in life.
Next, the Nord and the Rags.
Here it is again. Did you hear that?
I said, next prisoner.
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
We will be going for a completionist run, by the way, so we're going to be attempting to complete every single quest, not just the story.
What in oblivion is that?
Sentries, what do you see?
It's in the clouds.
Dragon!
It's Daddy Alduin. Daddy Alduin is the best character in this entire thing. Changed my mind. basically, we just took the long way to go from there over to here.
You're not stopping us this
Now,
time.
the option here is to go with either Raylock of the Stormcloaks or Hadvar of the Imperials. I like to go with Hadvar. I agree with the Imperials more. They're just doing what they can to protect the Empire. So I agree with them more. I understand that they don't have freedom of religion really, but it's just one guy that they can't worship because the Thalmor were like, if you worship them, we'll kill. If you worship this guy, we'll kill you. So
there you go. Take a look around. There should be plenty of gear to choose from. I'm going to see if I can find something for these burns. See if one of these chests has some armor for you. You're gonna get that armor. Get that sword a few swings too. Let's keep moving. I think he's still out there.
So I'm gonna be playing this. Actually, what do I want to play this as? I don't really like playing as a mage, just because. I think I'm gonna play as a brute. So the sooner I can get a double-handed weapon, the better.
Maybe we can reason with him.
Death to the Empire! Mercy!
Alrighty. So I'm gonna equip that and that. Those have a little bit of value, so I might as well take them. See, that does more damage, but it's not as quick as the sword, but it does more damage, so why not? Because if I want to block, I just do that. Doesn't block as much damage, but it's a pretty powerful weapon. So we'll go for it.
Time to end this with decay.
So in other words, I'm gonna be using heavy armor and heavy weapons like this giant axe. That, yeah, got some value there. Not gonna grab anything in there because I already have a fair amount of weight on me, and I want to be able to get all this stuff. I remember correctly, there's usually no, not this time.
Done then? This way.
We're just gonna slap you a few times. Alright, shield will take, I guess. None of that value is really worth it to me.
These boys seemed a bit upset at how I've been entered their comrades.
Don't you?
I'm gonna take the books just because.
A dragon is attacking Helgen.
A dragon? Please, don't make up nonsense. Although, to think of it, I did hear some odd noises coming from over there.
Come with us. We need to
Actually,
get
this
out.
value on that 60. Alright, I'll take it.
Didn't you hear me? I said the keep is under attack.
There we go.
Forget the old man. I'll come with you.
Take all my favor, please.
Grab what you can and let's go.
Alright. So one thing for you guys to know is always loot the skeletons. If you've never played Skyrim before and you're thinking you wanna play it, always loot skeletons. Or almost always, especially early game, because early game skeletons can do a lot for you. They provide you bone meal, which is essential to many different types of potions and helpful for alchemy. They usually have some amount of gold.
I'll make you pay.
Yeah, not much that's valuable on here. Take that mace just because. Gonna run in and slap.
Let's see if we can find a way out.
Actually, I could take that bow and arrow. It'll be very helpful for fighting dragons, so I'm gonna take those. Bow and arrow is really good if you're fighting dragons. So, which obviously you have to do in this game in order to beat it. And if we're going for 100% completion, then we will have to beat it. Coin, burst, minor healing, skeleton. So yeah, skeletons are also known to have random things on them, like sometimes you can just out of nowhere get a ring off of a skeleton. It's really, and rings are quite valuable, so it's a good thing. I'm just gonna sit here for a second. Well, those guys are stuck. There we go. Also, frostbite spiders. The venom is actually pretty good. Even if you aren't going to use it for anything, you can still sell it. And they have 21 values, so they're not worth that much, but it's so easy to get that I'd say it's pretty worth it. Also, these web sacks right here that have the skeevers in them, skeever tails are really good as well. So I'm going to give you guys some tips in case you're new to Skyrim. If you're not new to Skyrim, just ignore my tips. If you have better tips, put them in the comments below. It'll be very helpful to everyone involved, including me. Alright, so, by the way, first time I played Skyrim, I never noticed this bear here, so I just ran right through.
Just ahead.
But I want to kill it, so that's what I'm going to do. During that part, by the way, there's a little thing where if you want to play as an assassin, you can sneak and just before you kill the bear, you can just sneak and hit Hadvar in the back over and over and over again, and it'll increase your sneak and your one-handed or two-handed, depending on what you're using. You usually want to use one-handed if you're going to play as an assassin because you want to use a dagger if you're going to play as an assassin, and daggers are one-handed weapons.
Wait, think we're almost... Looks like he's gone for good this time. But I don't think we should stick around to see if he comes back. Closest town from here. My uncle's the blacksmith there. I'm sure he'll help you out. It's probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have...
Okay, so as you walk along this path here, one thing that's really helpful to know is there are a bunch of just random ingredients along this area. So you want to check a lot of spots. Some are more obvious than others. If you see something really colorful, it's probably an ingredient. Or something that looks out of, or if it looks out of place, it's also probably an ingredient. Also down along this area right here, I completely skipped over that spot. Instead I just went through the short route. There's a lot of mountain flowers. They are good ingredients. So yeah, when you come down here, look at that. That's a butterfly. So if I just go up to it, it kills it, but I get wings. And I know some of you are gonna be like, "Why'd you kill the butterfly?" Because the butterfly wings make potions that are very, very useful. Also, over here, these stones are really good. So I'm going to activate the warrior stone. So anything combat driven is 20%, will grow 20% faster now. Over there, there's also the mage stone, the thief stone. The thief stone is sneak, and the mage stone is anything magic. Thief stone is anything that's stealthy, so sneak and archery, I believe, and a few other things. Sneak, archery, pickpocketing, lockpicking, that kind of stuff. Also, up this path over here, I just went flying past it, but up this way, there's a mine. It's really easy to take on. There's only like 10 bandits in there total. Like, there might be more, but I'm not exactly sure on how many there are, but it's approximately, I've estimated it out to be about 10. It's really short, but you get some good value out of it. So if you take it early game, it's really good, and also you can constantly redo it, so there will constantly be more. So like every time you redo it, it takes a little bit of time to refill, but every time you do it, you get value out of it, and you get to get some extra kills to work on your stats and work on your levels. So it's pretty nice.
You decided to come with me. We're almost to River.
I'm not going there right now because my worry is more about taking care of this town. Obviously, you don't really need to, but I want to start getting to the point where I want to start out by getting all the Dragonborn stuff done. I'm probably gonna play through Dragonborn DLC as well. So right here we go and talk to Uncle Alvor.
Ain't every day we get visitors. Hadvar? How do you know him? I'd be glad to help a friend of Hadvar. But you... What? That explains what I saw earlier. Flying down the valley from the south. I was hoping I was wrong about what I thought it was. You're right. The Jarl... We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can. If you'll do that for me...
Alright, so now that I've done that, I'm going to go into here, in the Riverwood Trader, which is just across from Uncle Alvor's.
Well, one of us has to do something.
If you go in there,
I said no.
they're having a little bit of an argument about going off adventuring and stuff, so if you talk to Lucan and say, did something happen?
Yeah, we did have a...
They had a break-in, someone stole a golden claw, you agree to help them get the claw back. Open Skyrim.
Uncle Alvor, hello.
Now here's the thing, a lot of people want to go over to a lot of people want to go over to the keep first, to the Whiterun Keep first, and talk to Jarl Balgruuf. The thing is, if you go over and talk to Jarl Balgruuf, you just have to come back here and complete stuff over there anyways. So what I usually do is, instead of going that way first, I go up this way. And I take down the area that I need to for the first quest that you have to do for Whiterun. That way, when I get there, I don't have to come back here and do that quest again. And then if I want to come back and do more stuff, I can always come back, and there's a Raider Outpost, I've been playing too much Fallout recently. There's a Bandit Outpost. Right there. I just swung at it. But yeah, so at the top of that Bandit Outpost, once you kill I think there's 3 or 4 bandits total. There's like 2 by the entrance, 1 if you go upstairs, maybe 2 if you go upstairs. I think it's just 1 though. It's really easy to clear. They're not that strong, especially as you get to higher levels. You're generally much stronger than they are.
Come on! That's the best you can do! Go!
But there's a chest at the top, and it usually has some pretty good loot. I'm gonna loot these guys real quick. So an arrow, gold, 75 on the armor value. I'll go for that. Oh, here's another bandit.
You're a fool to fight me!
He probably climbed down from up top, because I believe now that I've killed this guy, this is usually the guy that's waiting for you up top. So let me equip these. So now, if I go up here, so right here, there's usually a coin purse. So if you take that, you get a little bit of gold, a little bit of coin, as they always refer to it, as the characters always refer to it. Yeah. So that guy I killed down there, that had the iron helmet on, he's usually standing right up here waiting for you if you sneak your way in. Obviously, I didn't. But then up top here, there's a chest. So if you just go in there, usually there's some good stuff. This time there wasn't very much, but at least there was some value in there. Usually they have some gems and stuff like that. But yeah, so if I just... So yeah, this is a really good spot to get loot early game. Then you just continue climbing the mountain. And there's gonna be more bandits, so first things first, I've leveled up, so I'm gonna go ahead and get myself some more stamina so that I can carry more stuff. And then I'm going to come over to two-handed, which is almost level 30. It's pretty good. Go for the barbarian perk, because that's essentially what I am. I'm a brute barbarian. So I'm going to have heavy armor and heavy damaging weapons. So yeah, I'm going to take down Bleak Falls Barrow here, and I think that'll be the last thing I do for this episode. And then if you guys want to see more, just let me know. It's Skyrim is one of my favorite games of all time. It's in my opinion, it's one of the most amazing games
See what you've got.
in a long time. The whole mechanic of the game is pretty cool. So I like it a lot. So if you guys enjoy watching this or want to see more of it, just let me know. Leave a few likes to let me know I'm doing something good, or dislikes to let me know I'm doing something wrong. And now I'm carrying too much to run. That's always fun. Alright, so if I go over to weapons, I can just mace, sword, war axe, longbow. Okay, so I've got some good value here. I probably should have sold some of this stuff earlier now that I think about it. I'm gonna sell Stormcloak Curious because I don't really need that. I'm gonna keep all that. The ale, I'll just drink it for fun. Books don't really do that much. Learn Sparks just because I'll need it to do the Mage's College anyways, so might as well. Keys, got held in keep. This stuff, you can use buckets to glitch through walls and stuff like that. I just don't really feel like doing that though. So, yeah, after I've done all that, well, actually I haven't checked on, oh I did check on that body wall. But yeah, when you come in here, you'll notice that there are a lot of dead skeevers. So there are also a couple of bandits inside. But yeah, there's a lot of dead skeevers, a couple dead people. I think there's a couple dead people. Yeah, there's definitely a couple dead people.
That dark elf wants to go on ahead, let him. Better than us.
Skeevers also tend to have some gold on them.
Over here.
Also, this always happens. This guy just...
It's nothing.
Bandit. Let's take his gold and lockpick. And silver ring. Why not? And now that you're dead, I'm gonna take your stuff too. Or at least the stuff that matters. Can unlock this chest pretty easy. As I say that, I break a lock. That's great. $33 gold. That's not that good, but it's not bad. Searching dead people and searching dead skeevers is a pretty good thing to do. You get gold and you get skeever tails. And sometimes you get some really good stuff as well. There's actually one area in the game, I've never visited it before, but the beginning stuff is broken, so you can get like I think it's an elvish, either an elvish or dwarven bow at level 1. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, those urns are pretty much always empty, so I'll just... Yeah, I usually play on my Xbox, but I'm playing PC for you guys because it's a lot, for a couple of reasons. One, it's a lot easier to record, and two, it just plays out a lot better.
You won't leave here alive.
And this is how you die. That's why you don't screw with Dragonborn. Anyways, so one thing, a lot of you are going to miss out on this. A lot of people don't know this. If you come up here, you get a potion of minor healing, which late game, not that good. But early game, it does a lot. Also, all the way over to the left, we want a snake. So I'm going to come over here. 1. The middle, it's missing, but it's broken down, so we know it's got to be somewhere on the floor. Oh, look, there's a snake. So we want a snake. We got to turn it twice. And then over here it wants a fish. And if we turn it once, we get the snake. So we gotta turn it twice. So basically, you gotta go turn once, turn twice, turn twice. So you don't even really have to look at the wall to do it. Nice little trick for you guys to know. Alright, I'll take that just because. Search the chest. Chests are always great to search if you are able to. Oh, seriously, I'm super close to being able to level up to level 3. I like eating skeevers. No, just kidding. I don't actually eat skeever tails. Don't worry about that. I use them for potions. Okay, so right here, this is a fun little battle you get to do. You don't even have to do it technically. You can always just ignore the spooter. I call them spooters because they're not as scary if you say spooter than as they are if you say spider. At least in my eyes and ears.
Get me down! Get me down!
Okay, so this guy's just gonna run away from you when you get him down.
It's coming loose. I can feel it.
So it's just kill him right away. Because he's just gonna run. And you get the golden claw from him. You also get you can take his journal. Everything else is kind of useless, so you just leave him to rot away. Now, some of these urns right here, like this one, tend to have a little bit of something in them. Also, taking soul gems is always a good idea. You can use them later in the game for enchanting. So yeah, soul gems are always good. And then if you come down this way, you have to fight some Draugr. You can also search some Draugr bodies. You usually get a little bit of gold from it. Sometimes you get ancient Nord weapon. You usually also get ancient Nord weapons. I'm gonna search this guy already. I keep accidentally opening up the console commands thing, and it's yeah. I don't use console commands. Right. Actually, I don't even need to drink a potion, because right here I'm going to level up and watch. Increase stamina, and my health refills. So I'm going to go on two-handed, I can go barbarian, use champion stance. That's a good one. So I'll go with that. Escape, and I'll just destroy this Draugr. There's a bunch more Draugr bodies here that you can loot. There's some skeletons here too, but most of the time if it's laying down like that and it's a skeleton, you can't loot it. Unfortunate. Also, don't step on this spot right here. Whenever you see one of those, go around it, because if you step on it, I'll just show you what happens. So yeah, you don't want to do that unless you enjoy dying. Also, if you can hit a Draugr while it's still asleep, it's always useful. The ancient ore weapons are really not worth it usually. Because usually by the time you enter this place, you already have stuff that's better. So, also, if you come up this way, always come up this way when you go through this area, because you've got a little chest here. Now, it'll take you a little bit. Unless you're lucky. But yeah, usually it has better stuff than that, so I'm not very happy about that. And you can always just run through those axe areas just like that. So then you want to run up to this guy and just slap him before he can draw his weapon. Would you look at that? Silver ingots are always good to get. You can use them to make jewelry, which sells for quite a bit. Especially if you have some kind of stone in it, like an amber or something. Here comes a Draugr. Let's just slap him. Just like a baseball. Actually, I want to check. I just saw... Oh, I guess this does more damage, so... You know what? I'll equip it. It looks pretty cool, so... Even if it doesn't deal more damage, it looks pretty dang cool. Oh, glowing mushrooms, by the way. Really good to grab. They are very useful. Alright, so that's another Draugr down. Now, that's the way to go to continue on in this dungeon. But before you go that way, most of you probably already know this. Drop down here, boom. Got a novice chest right here. And a skeleton. That wasn't a very good skeleton, but it was still a skeleton. Now when you reach the top, turn right like this. Get all these yummy glowing mushrooms. The fact that they're glowing is kinda weird. They're probably heavily radiated, but whatever. Of course, the restless Draugr is ready to fight. There you go. Slaughter. You slaughter them. Pretty easy to slaughter, especially with these weapons. You get big weapons do a lot of damage. They aren't necessarily very fast, but still a lot of damage. Now I'm gonna go and increase my stamina again, so I can carry even more stuff. Two-handed. I want him to do more damage. Bleak Falls Sanctum is a really good area. It's pretty cool looking. Always want to check these side areas. You can usually find something useful in them. Also, if you're lucky, you can get a one-hit kill on a Draugr early game. Now watch this. Ready? Ready? If you slap this thing out. Never mind, I'm gonna go hide real quick so I can heal up a little. And then you can just run up on these guys and slap them. I don't really want that. Come up here. So here's what I was going to show you. Slap it, it drops to the ground, and boom, big fire. If you come down here, it's really simple to get into the Bleak Falls Sanctum. You just make each thing turn twice. So, activate, activate, now that's there, you just activate the keyhole, it'll wiggle a little bit, it'll turn to 3 owls, and the door will start to lower. Walk up to it, you can jump, you can get over it while it's still on its way down. It helps you speed up the game a little bit. And, yeah. There's nothing really in any of these things, so you don't need to worry about that. When you get up there, be cautious. I've got to be cautious, because if I activate that thing too soon, this guy will pop up, and I won't have looted enough stuff to be ready for it. I'm going to search the chest. So then you have to absorb this power here. Ready? Boom. You learn the word of power, and here comes the Dead Lord, the Overlord. And when you kill him without taking much damage because you were really fast to the punch, take all his stuff and then return some of it, because obviously I don't have enough carry weight to do that. So no, not that. I'll return that. So then what I can do, I believe I can just let's see here. World map. Oh, can't fast travel from here. Which is probably a good thing, because there's a chest on the way. I think there's a chest on the way out. I know there's a spot with a bunch of mountain flowers that you can take on the way out. So if you come up here, you just gotta activate the handle there. Pretty advanced tech for a ancient style place. But yeah, there's right down here. There's this chest, and then of course there's some flowers. You can take the skull if you want to, or you can just chuck it around. I mean, you can literally just... Oh shoot. Totally picked up the skull on accident. Alright, so now I'm up here, I just tab, map. I'm gonna fast travel into Riverwood. Return the Golden Claw. And that will be it for today. Except I have to wait, so... "12 hours should be enough time." And of course, when we walk into the Riverwood Trader,
The sooner you find... I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister. Thank you so much. Take a look.
alright. I'm also going to barter some items just because. Alright. Need that for enchanting. I can sell that. I'll sell the Warhammer. Oh, whoopsies.
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Didn't mean to do that, but right. So if I go to apparel, sell that. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna do the cool thing. And then I'm gonna buy a couple of books from him, so I can sell him more stuff.
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
If I go down to books, I can sell him that. I can sell him that. Scrolls, I'll sell the scrolls to him. Miscellaneous, I've got a bear pelt. I'm just selling off all my stuff. You shouldn't really do this. I'm gonna sell off the frostbite venom. You shouldn't really sell everything you get, but you know, stuff you're not gonna eat. I'm just doing it because I want money. It's basically why. And then I'm going to click go to items. Alrighty. And that will be everything for this episode, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more. And make sure to hit that notification bell so that you guys can see a notification every single time I release a new video, which hasn't been very often recently, but, you know, I've been having a lot of stuff going on. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and enjoy the rest of it. And, yeah, enjoy your weeks.